Hello students, welcome to class 11th. Myself Miss Madhulika Srivastava, your class teacher as well as your bio teacher. This is the video regarding chapter 1, the living world. Biology is taken from the Greek words. Bios means life. Meaning of bio, life, and logos means study. So, biology is the study of life. Biology, a term coined by Lamarck and Treviranus in 1802. You can see the picture of Lamarck and Treviranus. So, biology is the science devoted to the study of living organisms. Biology is the science devoted to the study of living organisms. Biology plays an important role in the understanding of complex forms of life involving humans, animals, and plants. It also helps us to understand the structure and functioning of living organisms, which show a great diversity. There are over 5 lakh species of plants and over 1 million species of animals, excluding insects. What is a living organism? It is difficult to define life, but then also in simple words, we can define life as the property or quality of the living organism that distinguishes from dead or non-living in some functions like growth, metabolism, response to stimuli, reproduction, etc. What is living? When we try to define living, we conventionally look for distinctive characteristics exhibited by living organisms like growth, reproduction, metabolism, development, and other characteristics of life. Let us try to understand each of these under the heading characteristics of living organisms. There are certain characteristic features of living beings. These observable features distinguish living beings from non-living. So now we will discuss some of the important features. Growth. Growth is defined as an irreversible increase in the dry weight of protoplasm in an individual. It is an important characteristic feature of living beings. They increase in mass and number. Increase in mass and increase in number of individuals are twin characteristics of growth. Non-living objects also grow in mass by accumulation of material on its surface. So non-living things do not grow from within. When we add anything from outside, then they grow. As we know that growth in a living being takes place due to internal process, that is cell division. Because of cell division, growth takes place in an individual. Plants show continuous growth throughout their lifespan, while animals show growth up to a certain age. Next characteristic, reproduction. It is the process of production of new individuals of their own kind by the living organisms. Clear, children? Reproduction is the process of production of new individuals of their own kind by the living organisms. Reproduction is essential for survival of the species. There are 2 methods of reproduction. One is sexual, another one is asexual. In sexual method, both the parents are needed, but in asexual, only one parent is needed. Fungi reproduce by asexual spores. Yeast and hydra by budding. Students, already you have studied budding process in class 8th. So yeast and hydra, they reproduce by budding process. In planaria, starfish, etc., phenomena of regeneration is found. That is, a fragmented organism regenerates the lost part of its body and becomes a new organism. Unicellular organisms like bacteria, unicellular algae or amoeba, reproduction is synonymous in these with growth, that is, increase in number of cells. Next characteristic feature of living organism which we will discuss is metabolism. Metabolism is the sum total of all physical and chemical reactions occurring in an organism. It is the sum total of all physical and chemical reactions occurring in an organism. All living organisms are made up of chemicals belonging to various classes, sizes and functions. All living organisms are made up of chemicals. The chemicals within a living organism are constantly being made and changed into some other biomolecules. Clear, children? In this process, the chemicals which are present within a living organisms are constantly changed or being made into some other biomolecules. And the conversions of biomolecules are called chemical reactions or metabolic reactions. The conversions of biomolecules are called chemical reactions or metabolic reactions. These reactions can be of two types, anabolic or catabolic. Anabolism is constructive phase of metabolism. Is it clear, children? Anabolism is constructive phase of metabolism in which complex compounds are synthesized from simpler molecules by spending energy, while catabolism refers to the phase of destruction in which complex molecules are broken down to release energy. Is it clear, children? Difference between anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism is constructive phase of metabolism in which complex compounds are synthesized, produced from simpler molecules by spending energy. In this, energy is used, while catabolism refers to the phase of destruction in which complex molecules are broken down, and in this process energy is released. No non-living object exhibits metabolism. Non-living beings do not show metabolism process. Next, response to external stimuli or irritability or consciousness. All living organisms are able to sense and respond to external or internal stimuli, and this is called consciousness or irritability. Respond to environmental stimuli could be physical, chemical or biological. Plants respond to external factors like light, water, temperature, etc. One example, if we keep any pot inside the room near the window, we always see that plants grow towards one-sided light which coming through the window. So we can say that plants respond to external factor like light. All organisms handle chemicals entering their bodies and aware of their surroundings. All organisms are aware of their surroundings. Human beings, the only organism which has self-consciousness. Human being is the only organism who is aware of himself, that is, has self-consciousness. Therefore, consciousness becomes defining property of all living beings. Next, nutrition. All living organisms need food. Students, we all need food for growth and energy. So, nutrition is the process of the intake and use of nutrients. This occurs in many different ways in different kinds of living organisms. Some like green plants. You know that green plants can prepare their own food, so they are known as autotrophs also. And some organisms are dependent on others, so they are known as heterotrophs. Non-green plants and animals are heterotrophs. And each and every cell of our body requires food. So it is a defining property of all living beings. Next, movement. Movement is an action by an organism or part of an organism causing a change of position or place. All living things move in search of food and safety. In animals, it may be obvious in the form of locomotion, as animals are able to walk. In plants, it is seen in the form of movement, such as movement of flowers towards sun in sunflower. Animals move from one place to another place, but plants cannot move from one place to another place. There are few animals and plants which cannot move. Hence, movement is not a defining property of all living beings. In front of you there is a picture of car. It is a non-living object. Car also moves from one place to another, but its movement occurs due to external force. When we give force from outside, then only car moves. While a living organism moves by energy produced within its body. That is the difference between living and movement in living and non-living. Next characteristic, respiration. The chemical reaction that break down nutrient molecules in living cells to release energy. Respiration is a catabolic process which involves oxidation of food to release energy in the form of ATP. It may be done aerobically or anaerobically. Living organisms can show both aerobic and also anaerobic respiration. Hence, respiration is a defining property of all living beings. Adaptation. A process that enables organisms to become better suited to their environment. These are the changes in form, function, and behavior of organisms. These adaptations allow the organisms to overcome seasonal fluctuations and to survive under changed environmental conditions. Hence, it is a defining property of all living beings. Species obtain adaptations through evolution over a great period of time.